Hey, what's up, everybody? I wanted to just do a quick video, just because I'm kind of, one, still in the kind of online content producing mood. Although I probably won't stream tonight. I'm going to try to go to bed early tonight because I didn't sleep super well last night. But I wanted to kind of make a video talking about HALT, the acronym that's applicable to I guess a lot, a lot of aspects of life, but especially recovery and sobriety. And kind of just wanted to talk about a good example of that happening earlier today. Yeah, like I said, okay, let me start off with what HALT stands for. It stands for hunger, anger, or, it can also be anxiety, especially in my case. I'm more prone to anxiety than I am anger. But anger, loneliness, lack of social connection, and then tiredness, which is self-explanatory. I think it's a really great acronym because it really does play a factor into triggers and relapsing, and it certainly has for me in the past. But like I said, there was a good example of that today, so I kind of want to just talk about it. Just for a little context, so this morning, I had my orientation online for my peer support class, which I'm super stoked about. And then afterward, I had a mental health session with my therapist in the afternoon. And then I did have an appointment, a check-in with my probation officer. My probation officer, and that went really well too. He's really awesome. I'm really thankful for my PO. Really understanding and kind of recognizes that I'm doing well. And although I'm not employed, which is a pretty big thing with probation, which makes sense. I mean, if you're unemployed, I'm sure the recidivism, like reoffending, is probably more likely. Because you don't have income, so you might resort to stealing. And this is I'm not saying this is the case for everyone, but yeah, possibly stealing, and you just have a bunch of free time. And that's also kind of what I wanted to mention with the HALT is boredom, at least for me, is a huge trigger. Huge trigger. Yeah, anyways, sorry, I know that's a little off topic. But he recognizes that I am, doing the training for recovery coach and peer support, and I'm volunteering. So, it's nice though that he's like not on my butt about it. I'm really thankful. Thank you, Isaac. That went well. And then afterward, walked out to go, catch the bus and go home. Unfortunately, by the time that I got to the bus stop, the bus had already gone by. Which, I mean, it happens. That's not such a big deal. It's a little irritating, but the next bus, it runs every 30 minutes. The next bus that was supposed to come didn't. And then, 30 minutes after that, the bus finally came. Actually, it's a little later, too. I don't know what was going on. I'm sure there's a good reason for it. Not that there needs to be, but I think it was closer to like 35, 40 minutes. Anyways, I was waiting at the bus stop for quite a while, and I kind of caught myself, feeling angry, or at least upset, irritated, and it's not like it's anyone's fault, or the bus driver was like, yeah, screw that stop, I'm not going to it. So I guess, I kind of was able to reframe a little bit and be like, well, maybe one of the buses broke down, or maybe they're short staffed. Fortunately, it's not like I have really anything important to come home and do. And actually, I met a nice person by the name of Robert. We talked a bit at the bus stop, which was really nice. I always like talking to people and just kind of, I don't know, just getting to know them. I mean, it's not like we had in-depth conversation, but got to talk a little about ourselves, and I don't know. I just think that's pretty cool. But yeah, so definitely angry, feelings of anger. That I had to wait. But then also the H and the T kicked in as well. So the only thing I had eaten up until that point was, here, let me even grab, for example, one of these pouches of tuna, which are delicious. But I mean, it's only 70 calories and like 15 grams of protein. Not very filling, very tasty though. This is not a sponsored video, I promise. But yeah, that was the only thing I had eaten, and by the time I had gotten to the bus and had slightly missed that bus, it was I think about 4 o'clock, and so yeah, that I was pretty hungry. So that added to kind of the frustration and the trigger and the angry feelings of anger, because I'm sure a lot of you have heard the colloquial like hangry. I mean, it's so true. At least for me, my emotional state definitely is more labile if I'm hungry, and definitely prone to anger and frustration. But so I was also hungry. I mean, like I said at the beginning of the video, I didn't sleep very well last night. And, well, I haven't really been sleeping great for the past few days, but especially last night. So feeling tired. And so I actually had a pretty big craving, a pretty big trigger. What's unfortunate with one of my drugs of choice, which is kratom, or kratom, you can pronounce it either way. As I've said in my video about it, it's legal and it's available in a lot of head shops, smoke shops, yeah, all sorts of different just kind of shops of that sort. I mean, not like you're going to be able to go into Safeway or Walmart and get it, but pretty much any smoke shop or head shop will have it. So, and of course, there's quite a few of those around. So I'm very fortunate. I'm very glad I did not act on it, but I was having a pretty big urge to go get kratom. So here's kind of my rationale. So I'm angry, so I would like to kind of self-medicate because I've done that for a lot of my life. I'm tired, so kratom would be kind of a pick-me-up. As long as you don't take a whole bunch, it's more stimulatory in lower doses than it is in the higher doses. That's when you get kind of the more opioid effects, because kratom is an opioid, acts on the same receptors that morphine, heroin, fentanyl, all the same receptors. But anyways, so that was kind of feeding into that urge, because it's like, well, I can go get some, take some, and I'll be less tired, I'll be less angry. It's not really gonna do much for my hunger, but that hunger definitely plays into those triggers, because again, if you're so I came home and made some food, ate, and of course I'm feeling a lot better, and talking with that guy Robert kind of helped with the anger. But yeah, 3 of those were pretty strong, and yeah, definitely had a pretty big craving, which again I'm very fortunate I did not act on. But yeah, so I don't know, I just kind of wanted to make a video about it, just to kind of elaborate with, well, make people aware if they're not already, and slightly elaborate on that acronym. I think it's a fantastic acronym, because in the past that has played a big role in my relapses, and just use in general. If I'm well rested and I'm calm and I'm well fed, and I've been, maintaining good social connections, I'm a lot less likely to relapse, but especially a lot less likely to even have cravings. I mean, they're still going to be there, but not nearly as intense as if some of those lighters aren't addressed. So I'm glad I'm home, well fed. I think I'm gonna work on some cash offers just because I do want to buy some multivitamins off of Amazon. So because I like taking those. Some people argue that they don't do anything. I mean, even if they don't do anything, they're not going to hurt you. But yeah, so thank you guys for listening. Hopefully this maybe was a little more enlightening than my other videos. I don't know if you like this or liked this. Let me know in the comments, or if you, again, as I've said before, in videos, constructive criticism, I'm always open for that. But yeah, comments, if you like this video and kind of like the more educational piece, informative piece, then yeah, let me know and I'll do more, because I mean, there's so much to talk about with recovery and mental health, and just general well-being. So many topics, and I mean, that information's there online, but I don't know, if you enjoyed me talking, like explaining a little bit about it, then yeah, I definitely will do some more videos in the future. So yeah, thank you guys for watching. I will see you next time.